Hello guys, my name is Gauri Bandre. I am an intern at LEXIS and Company, and my topic for today's discussion is hurt and grievous hurt. So in today's discussion, we'll see what is hurt, how it is different from that of grievous hurt, what is the difference between culpable homicide and grievous hurt, and what are the punishment prescribed under law. To begin with, physical assault, that is any bodily harm or injury caused by one person to another person, is divided broadly into four categories under law. First is assault, second is hurt, third is culpable homicide amounting to murder, fourth is culpable homicide not amounting to murder. Today we are going to see what is hurt. Hurt is broadly classified into two types, simple hurt and grievous hurt. These are considered under non-fatal injuries. Okay, non-fatal means it is not likely to be life-threatening to a person. Now, what is hurt? Hurt is covered under section 319, which says whoever causes bodily pain, disease, or infirmity to any person is said to cause hurt. So in this case, intention and knowledge of what you are doing is really important. The person who is actually hurting the other person should know what he is doing, and should, if he don't know, then he should have knowledge that okay, after doing this it is likely to cause hurt to that other person. Bodily pain, now we know anything which is external or physical pain which is caused by one person to another. Disease is if I am trying to spread purposely any communicable or a sexually transmitted disease. Next is infirmity to any person. So what is infirmity? Unsoundness or unhealthy state of mind or body, that is inability of an organ to perform its normal function, that might be either temporary or permanent. So now we know that for an example, if I'm throwing a ball towards a person and that ball is hurting the other person, it is going to cause hurt, right? But what if I am not actually throwing anything, but I am just announcing something, or I can say I am pranking the other person by saying that okay, this person got in an accident, he died suddenly, and that is causing nervous shock because that person was very close to the other person. In this case also I will be convicted under hurt, because I am not actually physically hurting that person, but I am somewhat in some or the other way causing nervous shock to the other person. So there is no necessity in case of hurt that it should be either physical or the physical contact is necessary or physical harm is essential. It can be either mental or it can be done indirectly as well. So the punishment of hurt can be up to 1 year or fine or both. And if it is caused with dangerous weapon, then it can go up to 3 years or fine or both. Now we'll see what is grievous hurt. Certain hurts which are described under grievous hurt, and if you cause any harm within the certain that limited prescribed hurt, then yes, it will be considered as grievous hurt. Firstly, so let us see what all they are. First is emasculation, means to render a man impotent. Second is injury to eyesight. So injury to eyesight can also be normal, but it depends on the gravity of the offense, or it depends on how much serious that injury is. It is likely to be permanent or temporary. It will absolutely depend on that. Deprivation of hearing. Fourth is loss of limb or joint. Fifth is impairing of limb. Again, it will depend on the gravity of it. Sixth is disfiguration. So some external injury to a man with detracts from his personal appearance. Means if I'm trying to hit a person with rod on his face, or if I'm throwing him towards a stone which is likely to disfigure his face or something like that, then it can be considered under disfiguration. Seventh is fracture or dislocation of bone or tooth. So it is not always necessary that the bone should be broken or the tooth should be broken, but if there is a certain chance that there is a certain crack, or maybe the bone is displaced, in that case also it will be considered under grievous hurt. Eighth is hurt that endangers life. So what does hurt that endangers life comprise of? First is that causes suffer to any sufferer for 20 days or more, or if that person is not able to perform any normal things like drinking water or maybe walking around, then it will also be considered under grievous hurt. So the punishment for grievous hurt can last up to 7 years or fine or both. Now let us see what is the difference between grievous hurt and that of culpable homicide. Let me tell you guys, there is very thin line of difference between culpable homicide and grievous hurt. Mostly it depends on the objective and how the gravity of the offense. Means in case of grievous hurt, we know that it is definitely going to endanger a person's life, but it will be for a short period of time. In case of culpable homicide, it is most likely to cause death. Okay, the 80% of chance will be that the person is going to die. In this case, it will be considered under culpable homicide. Next is it depends on objective to cause death. Means it will absolutely depend on the objective of that person inflicting harm on the other person. If he has the enough knowledge that okay, it is likely to cause death or it is likely to cause a hurt to the other person, it will absolutely depend on that. Now what if I want to cause hurt to the other person, but unfortunately the person dies out of the situation or out of whatever I did to him. For an example, if I throw a ball on a person and it hits on his stomach, in normal circumstances, it wouldn't cause death of a person, right? Because it would only cause maybe a normal pain for 1 or 2 days, or mostly it can, that person can fall and, stumble or something like that. But in case if that person was going through some disease or due to which caused his death, then in that case I won't be convicted under murder, because I wasn't knowing, I was trying to only hurt that person, but unfortunately due to certain circumstances that person was dead. Now again, it depends on the knowledge of the person. If I knew that okay, that person was suffering from certain disease, and if I'm going to throw a ball on his stomach, he is going to die. In this case, I will be convicted under the offense of murder or culpable homicide not amounting to murder. But if I had no knowledge of what that person was going through, then in that case I won't be blamed off and I won't be convicted under this uh, uh, amounting to murder or culpable homicide or even grievous hurt. I will be only convicted under hurt. So this was the broad difference between hurt and grievous hurt. I hope that you found this video useful. If you like this video, do subscribe to this channel. Thank you.